Alright, we're back to do another sparring breakdown video. Today I'm going to be rolling with one of my new students, Andrew. Andrew's been training Jiu-Jitsu for a couple of years, solid blue belt. He's about my size, so we get some good action in here. We see Andrew coming out real fast right away, looking for double under pass, and that's we getting caught in a little triangle position here. We see him stay on his side, and I pick up a quick triangle right off the start. Andrew's full of energy, as you'll see through this roll. Let's kind of look back at some things that happened. So he came in looking on this underhook right away. You can see that Andrew's left hand here is underhooking my leg. I'm off on my side here a little bit, which is helping me maintain some good angle. And you can see Andrew's opposite hand is underneath, but you can see his elbow is up. This is going to be kind of like to his detriment. What he wants to be doing is pushing this leg down to the mat, so he can start initiating that stack pass. And again, as we kind of saw things progress here pretty quickly, you see him keep that hand on the mat. So this is what made it easy for me to start locking my triangle. So already I'm in good position here. Andrew doing a good job trying to maintain his base, but as I adjust and lock my triangle, he falls to his hip. And this is really what's kind of make things much harder for him, because he stays on his hip. Makes it much harder for him to get to where he's trying to go. Excellent push-ups, post tap. So yeah, we're going to kind of see things progress here. He tries to look to push me flat. It was funny, when he pushed me there, my entire thumb went into his mouth. A bunch of weird scrappy shit happens during this roll, so it's going to be an interesting one for us to break down. Again, Andrew trying to look to pass through the center. I'm just trying to stay calm and see what he's looking to do and initiate here. Trying to redirect his head. Again, he tries to come in on the stack pass, and I'm just doing what I can to create my hooks, keep low hooks here. I hit a nice sweep and start moving into top position. And I start getting heavy here. So since Andrew's really active and looking to move a lot, one of the things I like to do on guys like this is shut them down in half guard. So you can see right away a couple things I'm doing here. I'm trying to keep Andrew real flat, starting to move up the body to advance the head control. And you can see that I'm pinning down his bicep, making it hard for him to pummel his hand back inside for his underhook. Again, from here I'm starting to advance my position, starting to look on my Kimura. And again, taking my time here to get my positioning where I need it, so I can get a good Kimura grip. And I lock my Kimura, and I'm going to look to roll through here when the timing's right. So I have a good grip, and I know I can roll over my shoulder here, kind of enter a Kimura trap system. So he starts to bridge. I lose my triangle, but manage to move on top to the mount. It was really funny. Andrew screamed as I lost my Kimura, and I faced him with my guard. So we're just having a quick laugh. Again, just good scrambles, good fun in the gym here we're having. Again, we kind of just continue to start moving here. Again, I'm just trying to stay heavy in my mount. Andrew doing a good job framing on my hips. Again, he's just really taking his time here, kind of bridging, looking for space. But as he's doing this, he kind of leaves his neck unprotected. I catch wind of it here and start looking to attack with my Ezekiel choke, my no-gi Ezekiel choke. I felt like my choke was close, but he just did a good job kind of holding it off. I must have had my angle slightly off, but as I go for my Ezekiel, you can see him start to open that elbow up, and that's kind of starting to expose his arm. So it's going to give me an opportunity to advance my position here. So I move to a high mount. He manages to slip his arm, and I lift his head and switch to a triangle. Again, trying to get my body behind the tricep, I switch to my triangle, and I drop my hips to finish it from here. So we can go back. That was a pretty good little exchange here. Kind of look at some stuff that happened. So you see me start to look on the no-gi Ezekiel here. And my goal here, you can see my left hand kind of shooting in underneath the neck here, and my right hand is pulling down, and I'm trying to recruit leverage by pulling down on that arm, which is what's going to make that choke tighter. Andrew doing a good job here of he's going to start bringing this hand inside to start to kind of create some space here to relieve pressure from the choke. So we'll kind of watch this advance again. So that was my opportunity to switch attacks, right? So initially I'm looking arm triangle, but I feel like the green light, I can go for my arm bar. Andrew does a good job swimming his hand inside. And again, this is the switch. So as I switch, I start driving that arm across. And you can see this is something I really preach to my students and in my classes, is keeping that wide post. I never bail on my triangle and go to my back. I feel that's like really bad jiu-jitsu actually. I don't like to abandon top position for a submission, and if I do, it's just as easy I can finish this triangle from top that I could from bottom. So we kind of see as things advance here, I still managed to lock the triangle, and now it's just about dropping my hips forward, my pelvis forward, and that's what's going to help me get the submission I need to finish. So again, we have another roll here. Got a couple rounds left. So again, Andrew coming in low, really looking on those stack passes. I'm just doing a good job keeping low hooks here. We'll see if we can catch this. I remember this during our roll. As Andrew comes in here, he accidentally pokes me in the eye. It happens around that moment here. You can see me squinting. So, you know, part of being a black belt, I feel like you got to keep moving through those situations. So even though there was an eye poke, I just start looking to advance my position right away and start moving on top. I think it was actually one of his dreadlocks that hit me in the eye, so it was kind of like nothing that either of us could have done differently. It was just kind of some bad luck. But the pace slows for a second because Andrew's a nice guy. He's giving me a second to recover from that eye poke. Start looking to attack his wrist. Start pinning the head and start looking to isolate that far arm again. That far arm's kind of been my focus here. Really exposing that far arm with that palm-to-palm grip. Looking to attack back on the wrist lock. It's not coming through, so I switch back to my Kimura. Again, just really focus on keeping that arm away from the body. Andrew doing a good job pummeling here, trying to protect his arm. I start switching, looking for arm and north-south choke. And the hand passes under, so I can switch to the traditional. Again, just kind of like all offense here for me, just putting a lot of pressure on him. Andrew doing a good job with his hand positioning, trying to block the mount, and every time the mount's blocked, I go back to the north-south choke. But I miss my angle. Don't have the space I need to finish. Again, Andrew doing a good job here defending. Andrew trying to bridge me over, but my base is too wide. My weight's distributed too well. It's going to be hard for him to roll me over from here. Again, kind of running out of space, no room for the north-south. And again, looking to isolate that arm again. Start looking key lock this time. Again, Andrew just doing a good job kind of playing with that internal-external rotation of the arm here, just trying to make things hard for me. Tries to switch sides. Again, I'm still trapping his arm. Some light bridges from Andrew. I think one of the things that could really help Andrew is the direction of his bridges. He tends to bridge just straight up. We need to give him some multi-directional bridges. I think that's going to kind of help him create some more space for escape. Again, I start looking on my triangle, but this time I lose the arm. I start looking to switch to armbar, but he's not giving it to me. Again, these bridges are nice now. We're getting some good movement going, but I managed to stay on top. Again, isolating, switching to the armbar, but I lose the elbow again. And you can see every time I lose an arm, I just try to square back up and attack again. I think there was just too much movement in the last moment. I managed to pick up that key lock. So again, a nice little scramble here at the end. You can just see there's a lot of transitions happening. Again, as I move into the mount, you can see me shoot for the triangle again, but Andrew's doing a good job here, keeping his hands locked together, right? You can't see his hands, but you can see they're passing underneath here, so it's going to be real hard for me to enter for any of those attacks. So he's doing a good job here isolating the arms. I think the thing that would help him the most is the directions he's bridging. He's tending to bridge straight up. Right now it's literally impossible for him to bridge as long as I have that hand behind his head. I'm killing his bridge in general. But as we see the positions advance, yeah, see, you can see that bridge goes straight up. He needs more of a 45-degree angle bridge. It's going to help him quite a bit. And again, you see me make some adjustments here. I'm trying to switch back to the arm, but I didn't quite manage to isolate the tricep here on this side. What I would have needed to do, if I could have pushed Andrew's arm more this way, I needed him more turned away from me. So his hand positioning is kind of helping him here. Again, Andrew just doing a great job locking his arms together here. I didn't quite have this knee behind the back the way I would have liked to. If I would have been able to fill this space here, I would have been able to attack the arm a lot easier. But Andrew, being the strong guy that he is, managed to slip that elbow back down. But you can see me detach right away from that arm. and look to stay on top here. So I'm just trying to keep good base, stay heavy, and I'm able to keep attacking. Again, looking on the arm, but he manages to slip the elbow free. Pretty much same sequence again. I turn back over, and this time he left his arm exposed, making it easy for me to pick up the key lock to finish. So yeah, I hope you guys like this breakdown. Good to have Andrew training with us. Lots of good jiu-jitsu coming his way. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them. And if you want to keep seeing more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.